welcome to today's episode of Sober on the Mic. My name is Lauren, and today we have a very special guest. We have Jodie with us, who has an amazing story to tell, and you're going to hear all about how SMART has helped her and different parts of her journey. So it should be a really, really good episode today. We're going to start as we always do, with our 20 quick questions. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Well, let's go. Right then, first question number one, how old are you?
I'm 36.
You're the same age as me? Did I know that?
No, I don't think so. Well, I'm 37 next month.
Right, I'm 37 in May.
Yeah.
We would have been the same year at school. I love that. Where are you from?
I'm from Crediton.
Right.
Good old Curtin.
Yeah. What's your star sign?
I'm an Aquarius, a water sign.
They're quite sound water signs as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposed to be quite mellow, aren't you?
Yeah.
But
would you say you're quite mellow?
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you have you always been mellow?
No.
Are you a cat person or a dog person?
To be honest, I'm neither.
Oh,
I've
okay.
had dogs and I've also had cats. But if I had to say one of them, it would probably be a cat.
Okay, good. I'm glad because I'm team cat as you know.
Yeah. I'm probably a cat, yeah.
Good. What one word would your friends use to describe you?
So I don't have any friends, to be honest.
Cut them all
out.
Yeah.
But family on that side would say I'm quite sensible now.
Yeah, that's a good
sensible
thing. I'd imagine there's a time, Jodie, where they wouldn't describe you as sensible.
Definitely not.
But right now you're sensible.
No, nothing would surprise them.
No. What habit do you do to kind of keep you grounded?
So I listen to meditation.
Yep.
I go swimming.
Yep.
And it just keeps my morale going.
Yeah.
Because I don't like being that erratic person anymore.
Yeah.
So what I do is, I meditate and I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I never thought that I would, but I really, really do.
Yeah. And routine and structure is quite a big thing for you, isn't it?
I meditate most days, actually.
It's really good. Yeah.
There's only one person I listen to though. It's Glenn Harold.
Yeah.
And he's in recovery himself.
That must be really, really good.
Yeah.
Glenn Harold. What is a quote or mantra that you live by?
Just take each day as it comes.
Yeah. Really important.
Really, really important one, because I don't want to run before I can walk. So I just take each day as it comes and see what life brings.
Yeah. Really, really useful tool, I think, to have in recovery is that one day at a time process.
And it's definitely worked.
Yeah. Who is your hero?
So it's my dad.
Yep.
And that's a real hard one for me sometimes. Well, it would have been years ago because I didn't have a good relationship with my family, and that was not them, it was on me.
Yeah.
So he is my hero. He works hell of a lot.
Yeah.
He's got good morals and values, and if I could be a 10th of the person he is, then I'm happy.
That's really lovely. What's a song that you listen to that always lifts your mood?
Right. So I'm a kind of R&B, rap kind of girl, but there's one dance song that always lifts my mood, which is Sony Fodera Asking.
Oh, I don't know if I know that.
Oh yeah, I used to listen to it every morning when I was getting the kids up for school.
Nice.
And we'd just put it on full blast and
boom, and we're off.
Going.
Yeah, love that. Love that. Who would play you in the movie of your life?
I wouldn't want anyone to be honest. I'd feel sorry for anyone that did, but I think it would have to be Rita Ora.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. I think because she's quite
spicy, bit edgy.
Yeah. And
she'd wear a hoop earring all day long.
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah, I've got the hoops in today. I was wearing Christmas tree ones for Christmas, which you missed.
Damn it! Who would do the soundtrack to the movie of your life?
Paloma Faith.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. And I think she sounds quite like me as well.
Yeah, I'll take that. I feel like I'm sat with Paloma Faith. If you could have dinner with a famous person, dead or alive, who would it be?
David Suchet, who plays Poirot.
Who plays Poirot?
Yes.
Are you a Poirot fan?
I'm a big Poirot fan.
So am I. That and Marple.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
My mum and dad have actually met David Suchet. They were sat in a restaurant eating dinner with him.
Oh my god! And was he
Yeah.
as Poirot or was as himself?
No, he's as himself.
Oh, I would have loved it if they'd gone in
Completely
like, "Is
as
that
himself.
Poirot?"
Yeah.
Oh my god! I was not expecting that answer. I
Yes.
love that.
Yeah.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Teleport him. I
Get
would
from place to
love
place,
to
yeah.
teleport, yeah, just because I really like the old days.
Right.
Like, so from the 1960s.
So if you could go back in
If I
time.
could go back in time.
Yes. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like all of that sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, I'm
Or
into
even
that.
be able to look into the future.
Yeah, it's a bit scary, that.
Bit
isn't it?
scary, but yeah, I think, I'd like to teleport.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Do you have a guilty pleasure, band, TV show, film, or hobby?
Yeah.
What?
Call the Midwife.
I love Call the Midwife.
I can sit there and binge watch it, and it's just a nice program. There's no swearing in it. There's no drug use in it. There's no.
You're
like,
also, that's another one that's back in the day.
Yeah.
This teleportation's a really good idea.
I think I should have been born back then, really.
Yeah.
Or maybe I had a life before. You never
Oh my god,
know.
yes! If we hope earrings and Call the Midwife.
Midwife.
Right, so now more into the kind of nitty gritty sort of stuff.
Yeah.
When you were using, what was your drug of choice?
Pretty much everything.
Yep.
But my main ones were heroin.
Yep.
And crack cocaine.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, big time.
And how old were you when you first noticed that you had an issue with substances?
Probably 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have been 29.
Yeah.
But now looking back on it from being clean now, I had an issue 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to admit it.
It's interesting, isn't it, how we think that it becomes problematic later when it starts causing us issues. Actually, when we think about it, for a lot of us, the minute we started using, it was different for us than other people.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And how long have you been sober for?
So off heroin and methadone, I've been clean for 4.5 years.
Which is kind of unheard of.
Yeah, I came off heroin and then I was on the methadone and then I went cold turkey for 35 mil.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, I was really poorly, but do you know what? I decided I needed to do it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to stop until I done it. So yeah, that's 4.5 years, and then I've been off crack cocaine for 7 months.
That's so good. It's so good, isn't it? I think that's fantastic. It's so rare that you hear people have knocked like heroin and methadone on the head. It's the methadone thing that's really key to me, because a lot of people can stop using heroin but stay on methadone for a really long time. So you got that gone, and then that kind of final jigsaw piece was that was the crack cocaine use. It's fantastic. All right, thank you so much for doing the 20 quick fire questions.
All right.
So now we're going to go into your story.
Yeah.
So starting wherever you like, tell us your story.
Yeah. So I never really fitted in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was bullied quite a lot at school. I wasn't the average kind of girl that would wear makeup and the long hair and the little bags and things like that. I was quite into school, and I got I never fitted in. And then I started hanging around with some girls in school, and I thought, yeah, great, going out and having a drink and doing things that kids do. We were having house parties, going to some pretty cool house parties, and that's when I started drinking. I went to a house party and there was loads of guys there, friends out of the girl that I was hanging around with, and they were all doing coke, sniffing coke, and I was kind of like, oh my God, and they said, yeah, I'll have a line. I was like, I am not sniffing that, mate. Like, it might do something to my nose. So I rubbed it in my gums, and the high that I got from that was just I was in a complete different world. I loved it.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? That first time you take it, that's done something for me. Yeah.
So then I would go home, and you can't sleep for a bit. So you think, oh my God, and you're just laying there thinking, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that.
What have I done?
What have I done? And then the next day you think, oh my God, I feel like shit. Like, why do I feel so bad? So then you come down, don't you? And then it just carried on like that, going out to house parties every weekend. And then I hit going clubbing.
Yep.
And I was kind of just using it recreationally.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started sniffing it and then using it recreationally. So yeah, I started doing it every day. Then a big part of me, I wasn't feeling very well, and I then found out I was pregnant.
Right.
So I completely stopped everything.
Yeah.
Had my son, and I was fine for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then.
And how old are you at this point?
24.
24.
Well, I had my son when I was 22, and then about 24, I started going back out clubbing.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I could just drink.
Yeah.
I needed something else to keep me going.
Yeah, because you'd had that experience prior.
Yeah. And then I got introduced to crack cocaine.
Right. Different ball game.
Totally different ball game. But I did it, and I thought, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, it's a totally different kind of experience, feel, whatever, but it grips you so quickly.
Yeah.
People say that it's not a physical addiction, which it isn't, but
it feels like it.
Yeah. And that is where my full-on addiction started, and I just couldn't stop. And I've lost I did lose everything. You know, I lost my job. I had a really good job, so I was actually a functioning drug addict. I was going into the community, and then I was all doing care work. And I made a big mistake of I was emptying my car, and I put a bit of paper in there which had all of my service users' key numbers on it, and that was it. I lost my job. And then I think that kind of made me spiral a little bit more.
Because once you start losing things, and there's consequences, and there's guilt, and there's shame.
The guilt and the shame,
that just leads to you using more, doesn't it?
And then I went on holiday. I came back and I fell pregnant again. So I stopped everything. So you can stop if you want to.
That's really brilliant as well, that when you got pregnant, it was that needs to go. What I needs to be second for a minute here.
And then my second son was born, and I got on heroin.
Right. How does that happen? Because I know that happens for so many people. Where you very rarely see someone who's just become a crack addict and then doesn't move on to heroin.
I think it was the partner I was with. The group of friends. I just moved house as well. And my partner at the time, he was spending all of the money, and I couldn't understand why he would rather spend all money on heroin than get stuff for the baby. And I think one day I just turned around and I went, here's the fucking money. Go and get some. I want to know why you constantly want to spend all this money.
There's logic there. There is logic there.
And he did. And then I did it, and oh my God, you just float. But it was also, I can't just blame him, because it wasn't him. You know, I decided to take it, wanted to see what it was all about. And also from doing crack to then I needed something to come down.
That's the main reason why I've always had, spoke to all my service users who've ever moved over from crack to heroin and crack. It's the fact that it helps with the come downs from the crack. There's no getting away from it.
No, you can't. So I used to love going high, but then also smoking heroin at the same time
softly bring you down.
So that went on for a long time, and it didn't take long. I think I did 3 bags of heroin in 3 consecutive days, and that was it.
Done.
I'm ill. I'm really ill. My bones are aching. I'm being sick. And I had 2 kids to look after.
It's crazy as well. Like, no matter how much people tell you this stuff is really, really addictive. It's so quick, isn't it?
It's really quick. And then I had to fund my habit,
Yeah.
I had to start dealing.
Yeah.
So then I got into all of the county lines and
Yeah.
that, and once you're in it, it's so hard
Yeah.
to get out.
Yeah.
But I left where I was living, and I came back and asked my family for help. They said, yeah, okay. But they had already found out that I was a heroin user without me telling them.
Yeah.
So they weren't surprised. Like I said earlier, nothing surprised them with me back then. And then split up with my partner, got a job, and then that job ended because I couldn't balance being an addict and working. So that was really, really hard. And I've had a lot of domestic violence relationships, which hasn't helped with the situation.
The perfect cocktail to, if you think of that young girl who's too scared to sniff cocaine and rubs it in her gums, but prior to it not ever feeling like she belonged, that story, and then when you put in domestic violence, it's the perfect cocktail for I need something to help me
block my pain. Just
I don't want to feel any of that.
I don't want to feel the hurt and the violence and things like that. No. So I'm not using it as an excuse because I chose to do it, but I think there's a lot of factors that.
I think that's a really common story to be told, that a lot of women who've been through domestic abuse don't tell, that actually a lot of the times the substance eases the physical pain and the mental pain.
For sure.
Because they're inevitably going to keep doing it. So you try to find a way to survive. And I know it's many people, it would be like, why are you using heroin to survive domestic violence? But when you're in it, it makes sense when you're in it.
You can't find a way out.
No.
And it just, like you say, it helps kind of get you through the day and eases your pain and stuff like that. But then my family completely kind of said, no, we've had enough.
Yeah.
You know, there's only so many times we can help you. You've relapsed and relapsed and relapsed. And so I moved, and then I got really bad on the crack because I'd stopped my methadone.
Yeah. So you went on a methadone script.
Yeah.
Was kind of all right, but were you totally committed at that point to stop using, or was it just
No,
I don't want to feel sick. I'm committed to not feeling sick.
Committed to not feeling sick. But then I wanted a job.
Yeah.
And I went to one of the petrol stations that was near my house at the time, and I filled out the form and everything like that. And then someone had gone in there and told them that I was a heroin addict.
Yeah.
Which obviously I wasn't. I was on a methadone script.
Yeah.
But still, that kind of made me feel
like stigma and all that.
God. Yeah. So I thought, no, do you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm going to stop my methadone. And at the time I was on 35 ml a day, which is quite a high dose.
We would never recommend anyone just comes off 35 mils. So that in itself shows that you're a resilient little fucker.
Yeah, I am quite. I am quite, hard going. But I decided there and then that I was going to get off it. And I did, and it was horrendous.
Yeah, I bet it was.
But in the long term, I've never looked back.
Yep.
So I stopped the methadone, but then I was doing crack.
Yeah.
And then it got really, really bad. And then I had my kids taken off me, which is understandable, you know. Yeah. And I think that's a really hard thing for me to admit, because it gives me mum guilt. And, you know, I should be there to look after my children. And actually, in the height of my addiction, I wasn't looking after them.
But I think, though, that the ownership of that.
Yeah. You got to have acceptance.
Stand you in such good stead going forward. That ownership of, I did that, and I can give you loads of reasons why I did it, but I did it.
Yeah,
I think that's such to your credit.
I think you've got to have that acceptance of, okay, I did do that, and it was wrong, and you know, my kids are in such a good place now, and I get to see them and everything. So we have a really good relationship, but I had to get to that point, and then I went on a massive crack bender. Yeah. So I was doing a lot a day, and then I was dealing and I was shoplifting, and because I just couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I basically got to the point of I was exhausted, mentally, physically, emotionally. I can't do this anymore. I got down to like 9 stone, 10 stone. And I'd got arrested for a few things that wasn't anything to do with me, and I think that kind of shit me up.
Turns out there are rock bottoms below rock bottom.
Yeah.
Because for you, I'd imagine the kids being removed, that's rock bottom.
Yeah.
Actually, there was another layer. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's what clicked in my head is I don't want to be like this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I'm done.
That's amazing in itself, though, Jodie, because so many people, when they're there, go, well, I'm fucked now.
Yeah.
So let's just keep on. I'm
going.
in the criminality, and before you know it, you're homeless.
Yeah.
You've got criminal records left, right, and centre. You've got no contact with your children. It can so easily escalate worse.
Yeah, for sure.
So the fact that you went, I can't do this anymore.
No, I can't do it anymore. I need some help.
Yeah.
And all the social workers and that turned around and said, well, why don't you try and get back in contact with your family? I was like, there is no way. Like, I hadn't spoken to them for 2 years. And I know how kind of embarrassed and ashamed my family were of me.
Yeah. Because they're not in this world at all, are they? So for them, it must be really like, wow, what the fuck, Jodie?
Why have you turned out like this? We never brought you up like this, kind of thing.
So trying to get them to understand, I want to stop for good, and I want to get this right, must have been really, you had to be really quite brave there to go, I know I've said it before, but I really want to do this time.
So I walked from Pinot to Cowley Bridge in the police grey trackies and that. I didn't have anything else. And
that's a long old walk. For people listening to this, not in Exeter, that is a long old walk. Yeah.
And then I got on a bus from Cowley and went to Crediton, but it was too late to kind of go to any of my family. So I went and knocked on at one of my friends and I said, can I stay in? And she was like, yeah, not a problem. She didn't recognise me because I was so thin and withdrawn and that. Anyway, the next day I woke up and I walked down to my nan's and I sat on the doorstep for 6 hours waiting for her to get home. And the neighbour, bless her, I didn't realise that I needed it at the time, but she said, do you want me to ring your mum? I was like, no. I will speak to my nan first, then I'll ring my mum. But anyway, my mum and dad turned up and my nan, and my mum was like, no, I'm not doing this again. Like, I'm not doing it again. And I said, please, like, I need your help. And their turning point, because they had to process it all and that, and to start with, they said no, so they took me back to Exeter. And then 2 days later, it was weird because I got my benefit on that day, my handout. And I spent it all on crack because I'd been then rejected.
You'd been rejected. So if I can't do this on my own, so back we go again.
We go again. So I spent all of my money on it, and I think I started getting real paranoid and that about all the people that was around me because I didn't trust anyone at that point. And then all of a sudden my mum rang my friend and I was speaking to her and she was like, have you been doing drugs? I was like, I'm absolutely off my head. Because you've rejected me again.
I didn't know what else to do.
And then that was the turning point. Like my mum and dad came and picked me up, and then from there is how I've got clean with their support and your guys' support.
I think for me, that ownership and honesty must have meant something to your parents.
Because
that every time you're owning it, there's no. You are quite rare with that of what I've met of someone who instantly, when I first met you, was like, I fucked up. There wasn't really these, I fucked up because it was just, I need help to unfuck how I fucked my life, basically.
And I think what it was is all the other times, and they bailed me out and helped me, and then I've relapsed. And I'd always ask them for money. I want money then. If you're not going to help me, I want money. I need to go and school. I want money. And then this time it was, I didn't want money. I wanted food. And I wanted a hot drink. And I wanted somewhere warm. And I think that was their turning point of, wow, she didn't ask for money. She didn't. Like, she's owned a lot of things. And she's asked for our help. yeah, my mum and dad then turned around and said, this will be the last time. So and they didn't want to feel guilty that maybe they hadn't helped me.
Yes, yeah.
But now, yeah,
it's interesting. It's like you've got a freeway agreement of this is it. We're not doing this again.
Yeah, we're not doing it again. And they've been brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant.
So then, talk to me. So you come into drug treatment services, relapse prevention group, and SMART.
Yeah.
So now we're 7 months in.
Yeah.
Dry as a bone, clean as a whistle.
Yeah.
What did that do for you?
So I actually didn't want to come to Together.
Don't blame you.
Because of my previous to-dos with the service.
So your last experience was the kind of clinical methadone side of things, as opposed to let's talk about
the
this
groups
shit.
And stuff. Yeah. So I thought, no, I'm going to do absolutely everything I can to prove to myself, mainly, but my family and my kids as well, that I can do this and I'm ready to do it. Like, I needed to be ready.
Yeah.
It's no good with me just doing it half-heartedly because I know that I'll relapse.
Yeah, you've got to put your full self into it. Yeah.
So I came in. I rang up and I had like a 2-hour phone call. Yeah. And was completely honest. My mum was there and like she didn't understand some of the things that I was saying because obviously they're not from the drug world or anything like that. And they said, "Oh, you can go to a relapse. No, you can go to SMART, and you can also go to a first response.
Yeah, like a first steps group. So an introduction to groups. Yeah.
So I thought, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. When is it? Thursdays. Yeah. Came in and I was so anxious and scared. Yeah. My dad come with me.
Yep. I remember your dad there.
My dad come with. Yep. And bless him, because he's never walked into anything like this.
No, when he first came into the SMART meeting, I looked and thought, oh, you poor bloke, you've never been in anything like this before. Yeah.
Like this. And it really brought our friendship, relationship, father and daughter relationship together, because I think he understands it a bit more now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I came in, you guys were amazing. Your SMART meetings, just pucker. You couldn't ask for anyone better. Like, you just make the SMART meetings.
But a part of it for me is having people like you on there. Like, when you're working with people, when you've got lived experience, you desperately want that pure honesty and ownership. Yeah. And from the minute I met you, it was, I really want this, and I don't want to make excuses for myself. I just want to learn how to keep doing this, and that's magic.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard for me to walk through the door.
Of course it is.
But then once I was in, because I never really liked group stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm not very like mixy kind of person, which sounds really silly because I've mixed with groups.
And seeing you on the groups, you do so well on them and stuff. Yeah.
But I was determined. Yeah, I'm coming every single week, and I've been every single week. Yeah. Apart from when I went on holiday. Yeah. But yeah, it keeps me grounded. Yeah. It keeps my morale up, and it actually I really look forward to it.
So what does life look like now? 4.5 years off heroin and methadone, 7 months off crack cocaine. What does life feel like now?
I've taken control back of my life.
Yeah.
Complete freedom.
Yeah.
It is an amazing feeling to not have to wake up every single morning with the birds tweeting or maybe not even have gone to sleep.
Yeah.
And you're trying your hardest to score to kind of get through the day.
A total life of anxiety.
Yeah.
Constantly
my anxiety is crazy. And it's not a life, you're just existing and surviving to get through that next day.
Yeah.
So now I've got so many opportunities that have opened up for me. Mm-hmm. You know, since being clean, I've been on 2 holidays. I've got my family back. Yeah. I'm seeing my kids more. I'm actually having contact with my eldest. Yeah. Like, I'm allowed to speak to him without having to be in a contact centre. I've been dropped from treatment here.
And you're going to start volunteering.
Yeah. I've started driving again.
Yeah. You've got your life back.
So I've got my life back, And I never thought that I would do 7 hours, let alone 7 months.
Yeah.
So it's been a real big roller coaster, but actually I am proud of how far I've come. My
Yeah.
family are really proud of me.
Yeah.
And I just want to keep on going,
Yeah.
really.
If someone was listening to this and they're kind of where you were, say 9 months ago,
Yeah.
still using but contemplating, this is not working for me anymore,
Yeah.
what advice would you give to them?
Just stop and think of what life was like before you got heavily into addiction. What your life is like in addiction.
Yeah.
Because actually it's really hard to get out.
Yeah.
It is really, really hard. And, you know, there are people that will help if you want the help.
If you want it. It's the big thing, isn't it? And if you can believe that someone might be able to help.
Yeah. And just talking. I know it sounds silly, but I've started talking and opening up because I never used to.
Yeah.
And it used to bottle up inside me and I would just go off on a tangent.
Yeah.
Whereas now I write a journal as well.
Yeah.
Of how my day's going.
Good.
Or,
Yeah.
you know, I would just say to whoever's out there, if you are genuinely wanting help, there is help out there.
Yeah.
And I know people don't like groups. I never liked groups, but actually the groups that are here that are together, you know, the relapse prevention group, the SMART group, it has completely turned my life around. Yeah. And I never thought I'd say that.
You wouldn't have expected it when you first walked in that door.
No.
You wouldn't have expected it.
No.
So you've got to be open, haven't you, to something clicking.
Open to change. Yeah. I mean, I've had to block a lot of people out my life. Pretty much everyone, to be fair. Mm-hmm. There's a few girls that, you know, they noticed that there was a twinkle in my eye. Yeah. When, you know, I want to get off this. I can't do it anymore. And they've supported me. I've only spoken to them a couple of times since being clean. I haven't seen them yet because I was in addiction with them. I was using with them. But to try and get out of it, there is ways. It might take a little while and you could lapse or relapse or whatever, but there are people out there to help you.
That's okay. You just keep going.
Just keep going.
Amazing. Final question. Do you have any books, any songs, any albums that you would recommend that people listen to help them in their recovery journey?
So, like I said earlier, I listened to Glenn Harrold's meditation, like sleep meditation. There's one that's for guilt, fear, and guilt, fear. There's another one that's a morning meditation. Mm-hmm. I listen to that sometimes just to get the going in the morning. There's also a book, The Compassionate Mind, I've started reading, which you recommended. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. I mean, I go to a mental health worker as well, and he's really, really good for me. But like, you've got to want to stop the drugs, because no one will help you if you don't want to,
and you can't really convince someone. You've got to be there to go.
You've got to want to do it yourself. Because I used to say, "Oh, I'm ready to do it." I wasn't at all. At all.
Weird, isn't it, that you don't know you're ready until you're actually ready?
There's just something that clicks. And then you are ready. And just if anyone does want any help, you know, we're here it together.
I really like with you that you're a really great embodiment of owning your shit. And being open to that feedback and learning from it and stuff. Definitely. You've come in with this mind of, I know I'm not a saint, but help me. Thank you so much for your time today, Jodie.
Thank you.
You've been absolutely amazing. I'm sure we'll have you on again with your volunteering.
Yeah. Oh God, amazing. Can't wait.
Thank you so much. You're an absolute superstar.